Hi, my name is Manny Mejia.
My name is Minzo.
I play the role of Guard 3, and I'm the understudy for Creon.
I'm guard 2 and understudy for Heyman.
And we're going to be answering your most wanted questions today. Number one.
You want to take turns? All right.
Yeah.
In real life, would you ignore the tragedy like your characters, or would you do something about it? I would ignore it, I think. Because, like, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? I'm a guard. I have a family and like, kids to take care of. So, like, I can't do anything. Like they said, they would kill Creon, too, if they would. If someone else told them to. So, I probably would.
But yeah. Who do you think is the most important character in the story besides Antigone? I think I'd be pretty biased to say Creon, but
Yeah.
I think if not for Creon's edict, there is no story. If Creon doesn't say, hey, do not put dirt on his body, if he doesn't stop the burial rites, Antigone doesn't really have a motivation to do anything about it. And I think besides him, despite Hammond being very relatively uninvolved dialogue-wise, if not for his suicide, Creon doesn't exactly change at the end. Not that he goes through this dramatic change, but having his wife die, having his son die as a result of his actions, that undoubtedly would change a person.
Yeah, I'll say Creon as well. Because, like, this all started from his edict anyway, his pride. So the next one, too.
That's the continuation of that.
Oh.
Had to redo it.
Man.
What does the play mean to you? I think I talked a lot about that, but for me, this play is about how different people from different walks of life view tragedy, view injustice, and what those different people have the opportunity to do. Somebody, again, that's had a state is going to want to keep order, and so they're not going to care about tragedy too much. Somebody lower in the state may have more opportunity than somebody that is just voting for these people. And somebody that is, again, like the scullery maid, they can't really do much other than raise their voice. And in a society where, for example, with Creon's edict, doing something about it will get you killed, how do you handle that? You know, if somebody is saying, I will kill you if you don't agree with me, how do you handle that? That's what's going on right now. I mean, protesters are being arrested for wearing masks in some areas because of the view in our state that Israel has an apparent right to defend itself, but does defending yourself include killing children and women? Most of these people being children and women, civilians. Should it be controversial to talk about something like that? Should it be controversial to talk about something like burying your brother? I don't think so.
Yeah, you said it.
This one, I have no nails.
What was your favorite memory from rehearsal? Actually, it was yesterday. You weren't here, but we were doing the guard scene, and Jen told us to go all the way to the other side, go extremely overboard and be extra with the guards, and it was so fun. It was so funny. We were making fun of Antigone laughing in her face and all that stuff. It was so funny. And then she brought it back down, but it was so funny. That was my favorite memory so far.
That's cool.
You have one?
What are you most excited for the audience to see?
I'm most excited for the non-traditional, just minimalist stage, and the directing is expressionism. It's just us focusing on us and the acting and the storytelling of it without having to worry about the costume and the lighting and all that extra stuff. And I feel like the audience will really appreciate the story more instead of worrying about other stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. I was gonna say the same thing. I've never seen a show in the style that we're doing it. There's little to no props. There's no props. The costumes are minimal. The set is minimal. There's just chairs and actors, and that allows the audience to really see into the story and really take in the meaning of the words that are coming out of our mouths, because you're not distracted on how big that pillar is, or how we got those drapes there, or how cool that prop we're using is. Like a show like Little Shop of Horrors, you know, you're watching a scene, but you're also watching the spectacle of there being a giant puppet on the stage, you know. In some way, shape, or form, that's distracting to an audience. So stripping all that back, especially with a show like this, I think is really cool.